Hello everyone, I am Loki616 and I'm back playing some more ranked games of Scrolls. Let me just sort my mic out a little bit better there we go. If you've been following what's been going on, you know that I've been on a massive losing streak. And as such, I've dropped out the top 1,000 quite spectacularly. So, what am I going to do today? I'm going to get back into the top 1,000. I'm continuing to use the big card order deck, and I have a few new big cards because a friend of mine traded for me for a few cool cards. So let's get started, and I'm going to start off by throwing away this purification, and then I'm going to throw down this Simmark Zealot first. Why am I sticking with the order when probably order growth, if I had tweaked it a little bit, might work a little better? I like the order deck. There's nothing intrinsically wrong with it. It's just I keep losing at the moment. So I'm going to try and fix that. I'm going to play a little bit differently. I played a warm-up game earlier where okay then. Let's burn that down and play both of these bad boys. I played a warm-up game earlier where I did manage to win as order, but it was a long slog. So I don't know. Maybe it's just I've got to play a little bit more defensively than the aggressive plays that I've been making recently. Where's this coming from? I have been watching Hurr and Durr. If you guys don't know who they are, they do a load of Scrolls related videos. Mostly I think it's Grumpcat doing it at the moment. I haven't seen a lot out of her partner recently, but pretty damn good team. They give some really great advice. They also did a pre-con set of tutorials for all three pre-constructed decks. So if you're getting into the game and you're listening to these videos, the better place to start might actually be with Hurr and Durr. I will attempt to remember to link their channel somewhere in the description, or possibly an annotation in the top right if I'm being really clever. Right. As this is a full growth deck, I would rather keep hold of my Ducal Spearman. So I'm going to throw away the focus. There's no speed. There's no need to speed anything yet. I'm also going to keep this guy fairly safe because in a couple of turns he can kill this this Kinfolk Brave. I fully expect this Kinfolk Brave to start moving up now. And possibly to get some power thrown on it in the form of enchantments. As you'll have noticed, because I got 3 cards down, I've sacked for resources. I sacked for cards, early. A lot earlier than I would normally do so. Ooh, okay then. Slowed him down a little bit, but right, it's been that. I am going to sacrifice attack to do 2 damage to him. Move all of these guys back. Throw down a Ducal Spearman there. Why did I move them just back as opposed to back and down? Because if I'd moved them if I'd say move this crossbowman into this square, I wouldn't have been able to get the spiky guy in front of me. And a 1/5 spiky guy is nothing to be trifled with when you've only got 2 health left. So I'm not too worried at the moment, but obviously this is a growth deck, so I can see a lot of creatures coming down very quickly. I have just realised what I could have done actually, although it would have just made me reposition later on. But no, I'm fairly happy with how I just played that turn. It's not too bad. Another honourable general. Ooh, no, I need to sack him for cards. Oh, and a Royal Vanguard. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this Ducal Spearman here. That Ducal Spearman he could actually kill, as opposed to that one because of the plus health that we're getting here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my plus health guy down, as well as my crossbowman, just to get him out of the line of fire if he plays any haste units, as well as trying to kill my Ducal Spearman in that row. I would expect him not to bother trying to kill either of these Ducal Spearmans with this Kinfolk Brave, unless he can buff him with more health. Because that Kinfolk Brave is extremely powerful, and that's 2 cards effectively. That's the Bearpaw and the Kinfolk Brave. You don't want to give a 2-card swing for a 1 card. Right, yep, okay. I'm expecting a health enchantment to come down of some description. Although I can't think what growth has got. Okay, that's what he's going to do. He's also got a... Okay. A speed. Oh! What on earth was that? I'm sorry, folks. That's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That... What? I'm confused. If you didn't have a haste for this wolf, why bother buffing with the Crimson Ball in the first place? I'm so confused. Okay, then I'm happy with how that turned out. What am I going to do? Well, I am going to sack one of these cards, and I think it's going to be the Infantryman. Not because I instinctively dislike the Infantryman or anything like that. It's because the Royal Infantryman. It's not because I'm, instinctively annoyed by it or anything like that, but it gives you false health, meaning that you have to stick in the same row, which I really dislike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this Royal Vanguard here. Yes, he has haste, but he only has 3 damage from those hastes, and I think they cost 4? I could be wrong. So I feel a little bit safer. I do really badly want something else though, another spiky to block for this Royal Vanguard, however. But he is still within supporting range of this row, which will all pop next turn. Sacking for scrolls. That's a good sign. I've been finding when I've played a couple of just general games to try and figure some things out with my growth order deck. I have been finding that if the person sacks first, chances are they haven't got anything massive that can absolutely destroy you there and then. So there's a better chance of you surviving that turn. Isn't always the case, of course. Ow. Okay. Okay. Right, I'm going to kabonk. I'm going to kabonk first. That's what I'm going to do. Skirmisher. I could throw down... I'm going to sack this for resources. Play the Skirmisher here. There we go. He does have +2 attack, enchantments and spells obviously, but this guy doesn't have Relentless, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm also not moving the crossbowman. Actually, I'm going to move him across because the crossbowman still survives and he's now got 5 health. The crossbowman will kill that point. That's not a massive deal for me, but whatever. Didn't want to move the crossbowman across, even with the plus health of the Royal Infantryman, he would still have died. And I did not like that idea whatsoever. Right then, what's he going to do? I'm fully expecting buffs to come out on the kinfolk, but at the same time, the kinfolk is dead next turn unless he can kill my general. Sorry, my vanguard. Okay, I think this guy's given up. And let's play the general. He will kill the kinfolk. And I still feel relatively safe. Not spectacularly safe, but relatively safe. Strangely enough, because of the decycling of the crossbowman, he is now in timeline with the Royal Vanguard at the moment, and then they'll all pop again the turn after. Oh, that's painful. Only of course they won't, because Quake is an evil card. I fucking hate Quake. To be fair, less worried now that he's got no freaking mana. Frostwind, not useful at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sack that for cards. Flip, not useful at the moment. Spearman, Skirmisher. Right, I'm going to move him, and then throw down the Spearman there. Tempted to throw the Power Bound on him and save the Royal Skirmisher for next turn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because this is more defensive, this row. If I threw the Skirmisher out there, yes, he is actually technically as easy to kill as the Spearman, but Spiky will always make someone think twice. Oh, I'd also like to... Okay. There we go. I was a little bit confused why he was throwing a haste down. Fertile Soil, very nice card. Draw 3 cards, but now he's got no mana to actually play them. So, less scary. Really? Yes, as I was saying, thank you very much to those people who replied to me on YouTube about how they found the videos. I did go and test your search strings and found that in actuality you are right, it's fairly easy to find my videos, which I was kind of shocked about. Ooh, now there's nice. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sack this for cards quickly. Ooh, just and things, and I can play them both. I don't need the Relentless because he's got no units on the field to slice through. So let's play the second Royal Vanguard. Let's play the Blessing of Haste. Right, that's now a 9, 3, 5. Okay, and these guys can move round here. 8, 9, 2. Yep, sweet. Cool. Right, I just need that top point. 2 more damage now. 2 more damage. Come on. 2 more damage. Got a nice Kabonk waiting for whatever unit he pulls out now, but he does have 7, so it could be a big one. Although, even the Kinfolk Jarl isn't, like, tanky. The most tanky units they have are, like, I want to say Gravelock Elders, which, yes, I know I keep reverting to calling she, even though it's totally a he. I have a problem with pronouns. It's a thing. Yeah, so I'm not expecting anything massively tanky. Ragged Wolf. Fertile Soil. That trick again. You've got more cards. You've got no mana to play those cards, though. But, to be fair, my Kabonk is now useless because he's got nothing on the field to Kabonk. And yes, I can Kabonk my own units. I'm out of that phase of being silly about things. Oh, a Sinmark Zealot. But he's got no units on the field. I think I'd prefer the Kabonk later on, so I'm going to sack that for cards. Dang. If I got a speed or even just a haste, that would have been the game. There and then. I'm going to move him back. I'm going to play the Royal Skirmisher there. I'm going to play the Ducal Infantryman there. And then I'm going to play the Powerbound on the Ducal Infantryman. Pretty sure we've got this next turn, folks, but I just wanted to make sure. Why did I throw him down there? Because he gets double buffed by those two, and if I get a haste I can just throw it on him or on the general and all will be well. He's going to pop naturally next turn, and he was never going to be able to, if he was buffing a row, he was never going to be able to stand next to the general anyway, so yeah, this has actually worked out alright. Once again, however, I only sacked up to, ooh, 2 Brother the Wolves, very nice. That is actually quite tanky. I really actually do need a haste here, because I would Kabonk that first unit. Okay, let's Kabonk first. Yeah, even with new orders, I couldn't get to this row here, unfortunately. Right, let's Kabonk. Oh, dang, I've just realised if I didn't have that guy there, I could still win. Right, Kabonk. Royal Spearman. Ooh, can I still do it? 6. Yeah, I think I can, actually. Right, if he moves there, he moves there. There we go. 5, 4, 5, yeah, GG. Awesome, there we go. Actually took a little bit of manipulation to win at the end there. Right then, folks. Oh, thank God a win. And we've got like 3,000 gold. So I'm very tempted to just go and buy a bunch of cards. Let's have a look at the profile first. Okay, 1,400. Let's watch this drop nice and slowly over the rest of the day. And me occasionally go slightly mad when I lose again. So store. Now what do I want? Do I just want to buy a bunch? I could buy 3 scroll packs, or I could buy 1,750 is 10 order scrolls. Times 2 is 3,500. Could almost get 20 order scrolls. It'd actually be 18 order scrolls. Let's do some maths. Yeah. 18 order scrolls. Or I could add 30 random scrolls with a definite of 3 rares. I'm going to stick with the scroll packs just because of more cards, and you guys get to see me draw more cards. Let's do that. Right, more booster packs. Buy. Incendiaries, wrong deck. Resonant Helm, I've got 4 and I hate them. Eternal State. Sorry, I'm just running through these. Actually, I think I need one of him, because I think I've, or is it the Royal Spearman I need one of? Beast Rat. Hurr. Burn. I know a guy who wants that. Gun Automaton. Heritage, very nice card. There we go. Rallying, evil card, but it is green 5 and I'm not using those yet. Violent Dispersals. That's the 3rd one of them I've drawn, actually. I don't have the other 2 anymore, but yeah. Let's buy another pack, because that went surprisingly well. Purification. Got more of them than I need. Him. He'll target unit by 3 health. See, that to me isn't actually very useful for growth, because they don't have very much with 3 health or more. So you're never going to get a full obelisk. I never use it. Sorry, I am just running through these. I should be doing some commentary of most of them. Oh, Desperation. I've seen that used both defensively, well, I say defensively, on their own side and on my own units. Yeah, because it does the whole 1 damage. So you can occasionally use it as just a burn for 1 damage. Frostbeard, very powerful unit, but he is a massive glass cannon. So, and he's got a 3-turn cooldown. Mangy Wolf, annoying as all hell. All other wolf creatures have their cooldown decreased by 1 when Mangy Wolf comes into play. Pother, yes, finally! I freaking wanted these cards so badly. Because they are like... See, you get the similar advantages to you do when you play Flip. Which is generally, you just want to get something out of the way. So you can either kill that thing, like you flip it into an open square and that's where your guys are going to be charging next turn. Or you want to flip out the spiky that's in front of them and destroy the rest of the row. So Pother gives you that same ability for less casting cost by 1, because Flip is obviously a 2 casting cost, and allows you to draw a scroll. Pother, I think, is a really good scroll if used if you're only using it in the same way as you would Flip. Also, Pother you can use on your own units. Ember Bonds is just mean. Ember Bonds is an evil card. Plate Armor. Alright, it's a rare from my own colour. It is, however, unfortunately not a card I particularly use. I am actually surprised that they haven't changed the tooltip on this to just read Armor 1, because the cannon automatons have had their tooltips changed since the last pack to read just Armor 1. Well, yeah, that's because I accidentally tried double clicking. Okay, the first one was a Vitality. Well, yes, by the way, the double clicking thing, I am trying to get it sorted. Because that is the reason that I'm clicking on cards and then deselecting them, and it's getting very annoying. If anyone else has any rat mice, that is the Cyball Rat 7 in particular, could you let me know, and let me know if you know of any way of fixing it? Because that'd be great, because I do fucking love this mouse. It's brilliant. You know, I've actually changed it so that it feels good in my hand, but the whole double clicking thing is getting on my nerves now. So, right, so Binding Root, very annoying card to play against sometimes, but very rarely seen these days actually. Golem Skin, when Golem Skin comes into play, sacrifice all of your structures. Enchanted creature gains attack and health equal to the number of structures sacrificed. Oh, that could be powerful, or it could be game ruining. Desert Memorial. This is one of those dual energy style buildings. Vengeance Veil, that's like the 10th one of those I've pulled, and I do not use them. Because I don't like my guys getting attacked at all. The guys that should be getting attacked are the spiky guys. Or if you've got walls, it should be walls, which won't attack in the slightest. And spiky guys do no damage, so... Plus it makes it easier for them to screw up if you've got a nice row that's all going to attack at the same time. So, no. Spark, very annoying card because it's direct damage. I freaking hate direct damage. Rigged, really powerful. I have been told you can rig a proximity charge to do 8 damage. But there are obviously very few units that actually have 8 health. And you've just used 2 cards to get rid of 1. If that is the point. Bunny! I think this is only my second bunny. Yeah. Weird cards. I haven't seen them played successfully yet. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. No one seems to go with it. I mean, possibly because I try and focus down the bunnies, because I know they can be really annoying, but that is a fact. I haven't seen them played what I would call effectively, so yeah. Efficiency. I've actually got one of these because I didn't read what it was. And this is target unit gets +1 attack until end of turn. If that unit kills another unit in this turn, in the turn that it has the +1 attack, increase energy by 1. See, when it said efficiency, I assumed it would be an efficient card and would give you what you were using. But of course, energy efficiency is also a thing, so blarg. And then my rare Night Scholar, brilliant pull. What a fantastic set of pulls. I've actually traded for one of these yesterday, so this is my second one. Didn't get to see it to come into play this previous game, but really powerful card. It's one of those big health, not much attack, but you know, but it's not really easy to kill things and will attract a lot of attention. Also, if you are finding yourself under-scrolled, you let its cooldown go, and then instead of, you know, attacking for 3, you draw a scroll. Boom, done. Heck, if you had enough haste in your deck, you could probably keep it rotating. I'm kidding, you don't ever want to do that, that would be silly. But yeah, really good card. I'm really happy with that pull. That's actually fantastic. Because I've now got 2 of all of the big cards that I want in my deck, except Imperial Resources. I've only got 1 of those at the moment. Didn't get a chance to bring it into play this game, but we will hopefully do so again. I'm actually just going to roll the dice one last time because I'm a gambleraholic. It's just summons are unfortunate. Unfortunate. We need more stuff. I hadn't read that before. Just give me stuff. Thing is, with this and Eye of the Eagle, I mean, more Eye of the Eagle. Sorry, Eye of Eagle. It's not Eye of the Eagle, it's Eye of Eagle. As someone pointed out to me yesterday, why not just have more stuff to pull? You know, summons I can sort of understand, because if you've, say, got Waking Stones, you can only have 3 of them. You know, buildings aren't as common in decks as creatures are, unless you're playing energy. So I can understand having a summons in there to a certain extent, because then you get to, you know, it's doubling your chance. If you've got one structure and a summons, you've then, by adding the summons, you've doubled your chance of being able to get hold of that structure. But Eye of Eagle, because it's only going to pull a random creature, you might as well just add another random creature to your deck. Because, yeah, so instead of having, you know, that particular thing, you've slightly increased the chance of pulling what you've got in your deck. But because you've got so many different types of creatures anyway, or you will do, you haven't increased it by enough to like, I don't think, personally, to justify the 1 casting cost that Eye of Eagle also comes with. So, I don't know. It's one of those things where you sort of go, well, yeah, you can see it, and it may work sometimes, but it's still a gamble. Why not just have your deck built more gambly? So, I don't know. But, yep, so summons, that was an extra one that I don't really need. I'm going to go through my deck and clean it up, and then I will play another game. So, I will see yous all in a moment, folks. Have a good one.